In this video, I'm going to share the secret to overcoming procrastination and how to get motivated in 7 steps. Firstly, what is procrastination? Now, procrastination is simply a limiting belief that doing something is more painful, more stressful, and more challenging than not doing something. Now, our beliefs are very powerful because they control our behaviour, and our behaviour determines what results we get. Unfortunately, with procrastination, we avoid a task for no good reason, even though we know that it will bring a negative consequence by not doing it. Now, people that find it hard to regulate their emotions or have low self-esteem are more likely to procrastinate. And the reason is they think that by doing the task, they may not do it well. So they avoid it because they don't want to be seen as a failure and they don't want to be judged. When you procrastinate, this is what happens. You subconsciously link pain to doing something and pleasure to not doing something. If you do nothing and wait, then eventually the thing you're avoiding is going to become a must, because by not doing it, it's going to bring you extreme pain. For example, having a school or university assignment due next week, you may delay starting. But then as time lapses and you're getting closer to next week when the deadline for the assignment is due, what happens is your motivation increases because you don't want to fail that subject by not doing the assignment. Another example is getting up and going to work. You may hear the alarm go off, so you hit the snooze button, and then it goes off again and you hit the snooze button. You may do this several times and then realize that if you don't get up and go to work, you're probably going to get fired. And what that means is you're not going to get paid and you're not going to be able to buy food or pay for your bills. Another example is cleaning the house. You might have family or friends coming over on the weekend. So you don't do anything on Tuesday or Wednesday, but when Friday comes around, all of a sudden you're motivated to clean the house and make sure there's no dirty dishes in the sink. Because if you don't, what's going to happen on the weekend when they come over and they see the mess? They're just going to think not very much of you, and that's going to hurt you. So you're going to be motivated to actually clean the house. It's interesting how procrastination starts off being pleasurable and later it becomes painful. Why is that? It's because later you have a clear reason for doing it versus not doing it, and also the opportunity to do it may evaporate. So that gives you even more motivation to get it done. The task becomes a must and not a should. We get our musts, but we don't get our shoulds. You get motivated when you have a reason, when you have a why, when you have a purpose for doing something that will disappear if you don't do it soon. So there's the secret. Find the reason, find the why, find the purpose behind doing something. If there's no reason, no why or no purpose behind doing something, then forget it because there's no benefit to you. The reason, the why or the purpose is the reward for doing it. So the way to overcome procrastination is by changing your belief, by linking pain to not doing the task and pleasure to doing the task. So step number 1, make a list of all the painful things that will happen if you don't do the task and all the pleasurable things that will happen if you do the task. It's a double motivated. The more value you see in getting the task done, the more you're going to want to do the task. Also, you're going to avoid any delays in getting the benefit. So you're going to avoid being distracted. For example, if you hate your job and are thinking about making a change but are procrastinating, then make a list of all the things that will happen if you don't start making a change. For example, you will continue to dread going to work, and this could be for many more years. You will continue to come home unfulfilled, unhappy and drained. And you'll be unprepared if they suddenly make you redundant. What pleasurable things will happen if you do make a start? You're going to feel empowered, like you're in control of your life and your destiny. You're going to start feeling excited about the self-discovery process, where you go about finding your passion and your purpose and therefore your new career path. You're going to experience happiness from the progress that you make through self-development towards embarking on this new career path. You're going to meet new people and see what's possible, and that's from people that are doing what you want to do. You're going to be the one who decides when to fire your boss. Step number 2 to overcoming procrastination is to minimize distractions. For example, you may want to do your work in a library where it's quiet and you're not going to be disturbed. Also, I suggest putting your phone on silent and turning off email notifications. Step number 3, plan out all the steps to complete the task. Otherwise, you're not going to start because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So plan out all the steps so you can see clearly the end result, because clarity equals power equals motivation. Step number 4, break the task down into smaller, easier and simpler subtasks. We all love doing things that are easy because we can't fail, and we get an immediate hit of dopamine, which is the happy chemical, as soon as we complete that subtask. Step number 5, the more you enjoy the task, the more you're going to do the task. And one way to set yourself up for success is by scoring it. What I mean by that is you can add music as you're doing the task, because that's going to change your state and get you to actually do the task. Step number 6, for the task, allocate 30 minutes followed by a 10-minute break. And during that 10-minute break, you can go and grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, or just go for a walk. And by having these breaks as rewards, that's going to motivate you to do the task during those 30 minutes, because what gets rewarded gets repeated. So you just keep repeating it until you finish all the tasks. So 30 minutes plus a 10-minute break, another 30 minutes, 10-minute break, and on it goes until you're finished. And step number 7, tell people who you trust and who support you what you're doing, as they're going to encourage you and act like an accountability buddy, which is great because that'll give you extra motivation to do what you said you're going to do. So in summary, procrastination is simply a limiting belief that doing something is going to be more painful than not doing it. The 7 steps to overcoming procrastination are: number 1, make a list of all the painful things that will happen if you don't do the task, and all the pleasurable things that will happen if you do the task. Number 2, avoid distractions. Number 3, plan out all the steps and see the end result. Number 4, break the task down into smaller, easier and simpler subtasks. Number 5, use scoring, like listening to music while you do the task. Number 6, work on the task for say 30 minutes followed by a 10-minute break and repeat the cycle. Number 7, tell people who you trust and who support you what you're doing. Please let me know in the comments below your thoughts and if this video helped, or if you have any questions. Now, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you for your support and encouragement. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you're interested in career-related content direct from someone that has over 45 years of working experience, from employee to employer to business owner, who's a certified workplace coach and has spent the last 10 years coaching people on how to take charge of their life and career and improve it, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. You also want to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked or got some value from this video, then please do give it a thumbs up so the video can reach and help other people. If you know someone that needs to see this video, someone that's procrastinating, then please do share it. Till next time, take care.